everyone. Today we have a reading for you about somebody who is embarking on a journey, or maybe even like partway through that journey, and they're looking around and they're worried that maybe they missed a turn. Maybe they kept going past a cue or a little marker that was supposed to give them a heads up that this is not where they're supposed to be going. So there's second guessing or a little bit of confusion, like, is this where I'm supposed to be? Kind of like if it was your first day at a new job or at school and you have to find your classroom or you have to find your office. There's some confusion and trying to figure out what's going on or where you're supposed to be. But this reading is meant to be validation or confirmation that you're where you're supposed to be. It looks a little bit crazy or it looks a little bit weird, but that's just because there's disruption that has to happen before the change can set in that improves everything for you. So trust in the process. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, as is more information on how to become a member and a link to my Etsy page in case you would like one of my homemade candles. Let's dive in with the Tattoo Tarot. And hello to Rachel. Hello, April. Hello, Rufio. How's it going? Hello, Salvador. What's up? What else do we have? And for those of you that have been interested in seeing an all signs reading, I just did one earlier today, so make sure you check that out. I just added the timestamps for you, so hopefully it's a little easier to navigate. Hello, Lemonade. What's up? So we have the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Wands in the reverse, and the Lovers. A major choice, and it's like I'm waiting for the feedback. I'm waiting for like the decision. Was that the right call or was it the wrong call? It's like when you go to, I don't know, paint your front door, or maybe you're remodeling your bathroom and you choose a paint color and you're like, that could either look really great or really bad. We'll see what happens. Let it dry. And then, you know, we could go either way. And this is someone who's making a decision and they're just kind of like, please go in the right direction. Please work out in my favor. But we have the 10 of Cups, so I feel like this is someone who's making a decision, and that decision that they're making enables them to get to a place where they feel like they belong, or where they feel like they have, you know, made the changes that needed to be changed. 8 of Wands in the reverse, huh? Yeah, so you're waiting for the outcome. 6 of Swords in the reverse, Justice, 5 of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Because something else didn't work out for you. So I could be doing a reading here for somebody that has had to make a change in their career, or somebody who has gotten divorced or had to make a pretty significant shift or pivot in their life after having made some, you know, pretty detailed plans about this is where I'm going to live, this is what I'm going to do, this is who I'm going to be with, this is my mission, this is my purpose. Now we have somebody who's saying, I had to like crumple up those plans and toss them in the trash because what I had thought my life was going to be like, now I don't know if I can really count on that. Hello, Tiara. How are you doing? Jordan, are you in my live chat right now trying to tell me that I said something that I didn't say? Does it say dumb on my forehead? Sweetheart, I have like a little like Excel spreadsheet in my mind of the people who watch my channel, and I can remember their names. So I think I would remember if I told you that you could be a mod. You got a strike against you for trying to lie to me in my own live chat. Yep. Oh, and Lemonade saying, I can see your past chat. See, he probably is looking into that, the features a little bit more than me, because I'm scared if I press any of these buttons along the side here, like, what am I going to accidentally do? Hello, Jacqueline. How are you doing? Hello, Seven Wonders. How are you doing? And Lemonade, did you find anything interesting in the history? I'm asking for a friend. We have the Ten of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay, so I feel like what's going on here is your life got leveled up or upgraded, and it means you maybe got all comfortable and settled into your coach seat on the plane, and then the flight attendant comes over and they're like, hey, someone didn't show up and we're choosing you to upgrade if you want to move to business class or if you want to move to first class. Now, is it disruptive for you to have to get all of your things, put your headphones back in or put your shoes back on and move to first class? Is it that big of a headache where you're like, oh, no, I think I'll stay here? Most people are going to get their things and they're going to move to the other class. Most people are going to be like, yes, please, I would like a free Bloody Mary. You're going through some sort of disruptive energy, or it's like a record scratch moment, right? Where you're pivoting, and so it feels awkward. It's like when you're growing your hair out, you had that real cute pixie cut, but now you want the long hair again, and you're gonna have to go through that awkward moment, that awkward phase where it's like, what is that? It's disruptive, but you're still on the right path. You're still moving towards where you need to be. It just feels like you have no options or no direction in front of you, or that you have lost what you were supposed to be doing because you're like mid-progress. So this isn't done. The story's not over yet, but there is a shift or a change. And it makes you worried or it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. And that's okay. That's okay. Hello, Autumn. How are you doing? Let's see. Hello, Charlie. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Hello, Danny. Hello, Joaquin. Hello, Redneck Ghost Hunter. How are we doing? Hello, Emily. Welcome. It happens. Hello, Lainey. How you doing today? I think I may be in permanently awkward phase. I like it. I might be as well. Hello, Kamal. How are you doing? So trust that things are moving in the right direction, or that you are moving in the right direction. Be observant. Look around you. Figure out what's going on. Figure out if you need a change of clothes. Maybe you need a sweatshirt in case it gets a little chilly at night. There are things changing. There are things shifting. And this is because you have worked on what you needed to work on. Are you done? Probably not. There's still more work. But this is saying be patient, my friend, because some things are still kind of reworking themselves or finding where they need to be. And it's working out in your favor. It's going to be an improvement. This is the Blood Moon Tarot. Hello, Ivan. How are you doing? Hello, Illuminator. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm going to put you in a little baby timeout, Illuminator. If you want to come back around and communicate respectfully, or if you've decided this is a place you'd like to hang out, cool. But if you just want to be like shouting into the void, we ain't got time for that. Sorry. Toodles. Hello, what's up, James? Hello, Daughter of Saturn. Hello, Joaquin. What's going on? Hello, Nathan. Ivan, I'm glad you got paid. Thank you, Danny. What else do we have? We have the Hanged Man, the Wheel, and the Queen of Skins, which would be the Queen of Wands. You don't know your own power, or you're finding out about it. You're in a state of suspension with the Hanged Man because things are moving, right? It's like when you're literally moving, right? Your stuff from one place to another, and you want to be able to change into your favorite shoes, but they're packed. You can't get at them. Or if you're on a plane, really, right? It's in the cargo hold, you can't get at it. This is saying hold tight, be patient. Things are changing, but it's not for the worse. It's for the better. It's going to work out in your favor. Thank you, Nathan. Exactly, April. Hello, Athos. How are you doing? Sorry, I do not speak Hindi. Come on. Hello, Chuman. What's up? Hello, Vinaya. What are you up to? Or is it Vinayak? I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. We've got the Lovers in the reverse and the Four of Skins or the Four of Wands. See, you made a decision, you made a plan, you made a strategy, you made efforts, or you dedicated time or energy towards this plan. For many of you, this is about a wedding or a marriage or a profession. Because this is not just like, oh, I made a decision, I guess for spring break where I want to go is Panama. This is not just like a trivial, like, you know, you make a decision, you do stuff, it's fun, cool. This is, it impacts everything else that I do, or it is one of those like foundational elements of my life. And when I make that decision, other things in my life can be figured out. This is someone who feels like the plans they made for their life, the choices they made for those major key elements, wrong. I have to start over again. I can't do that. I can't be with that person, or I can't make my money that way. I need to do something different. Everything is changing, and that instability has caused some anxiety or sleepless energy. And again, the message is be patient. Things are working themselves out. There's changes happening everywhere, but it is taking you where you need to go. What else do we have? That's awesome, Amanda. Hello, baby. How are you doing? So we have the Two of Skins or Two of Wands and the Five of Honey or Five of Pentacles. I see somebody saving money. I normally would want to do this or go get that pedicure or take that trip or buy that coat. But because I have some plans, because I am reworking my life, because I have to go in a different direction, I'm going to be a bit frugal, or I'm going to make some more like conservative decisions regarding my finances. Notice that we have a two-headed snake down here. I was all set and ready to go this direction, but now I'm realizing I might have to make plans for a different path, for a different option, right? Hello, Jamaica. How are you doing? Hello, J-Lo. I hope you're having a good day. Redbeard. What's up? So we've got the Knight of Dreams, which would be the Knight of Swords, and the Fool in the reverse. Fear not, my friend. Things are going to get settled. Things are going to be figured out. You do have a new path that is being, it's like it's materializing in front of you and you're waiting for it to like be finalized. The little buffering sign is happening and you're like, I don't know how much time I have, okay? I'm trying to like go places. You are going places. It's just different places than you initially thought. Okay? It's like when you bought the plane ticket, you were pretty sure you were headed to Miami. And when you get to, you know, the ticket counter, they say, oh, well, we've actually upgraded you. And you're like, what do you mean upgraded? And now you're going to Bali. Now you're going somewhere else. Now you're going something or somewhere that's like fancier, more expensive, or a dream of yours. There's one plan that gets sacrificed, one plan that gets tossed into the bin, retired, because there's another plan that is going into effect. And when that change happens, I feel like it's like, oh, no, wait, what? Those are the only plans that I had. It's okay. There's something else that is formulating for you, or something else that is coming into view. And you're going to be like, okay, that works. I like that. So much spam. Hello, how's it going, Michael? It's true. We do not want to be upsetting Rachel. Or really any of the mods, to be honest. This is What's the News. What else do we have, please? We have Supersize Me and Sneaky Link. What? Okay, so there's a change happening in your life. It impacts multiple areas or like departments in your life, right? One of those being love. And it would appear to me that part of what is changing, like you're being scooped up and moved to another place because someone ruined their opportunity with you. Someone didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Someone maybe was not loyal or honest with you. But I feel like this change with a romantic partner is altering where you head, or like what's going on in terms of opportunities. It just seemed like it wasn't bright enough, so hopefully that helps. Does that help? Maybe? Just a little bit. Not really. Not a ton. We're gonna keep trying. Hello, Darth. How's it going? Hello, Key Controller. Yeah, I don't really support that, Darth. If that's your thing, you do you, but that's not what we're doing here. I have on multiple occasions encouraged people to avoid the temptation of love spells or anything that deals with like trying to change the free will of someone else. What else do we have? Skirt. Quick getaway, the runner, and escaping. Key player. I was trying. Oh no. Okay, so we have important person, playing an essential role, and irreplaceable. And then we also have the lust card. Oh no. I think you're being moved away from somebody who does not deserve to be in your inner circle. Somebody who you were pretty certain was going to play an essential role in your life, probably your lover, probably your partner, and then they did something they should not have done. And now the universe is like, well, we ain't gonna let you hang out with that person anymore. They don't deserve to be around you. Hello, successful trillionaire. How are you doing? Hello, Rick. Thank you for the clock. Hello, Ariette. How are you doing? All right, let's get some more from the newest tarot deck. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. It is beautiful. What else do we have? Thank you, Adnan. I hope you're having a good day so far. What is my future career gonna look like? I have added that for you. Thank you, Adnan. And if this is your first time to the live chat, I start personal questions once the general reading is over, and that would be in about 13 minutes or so. But you would be the first one on the list, just so you know. Hello, Shane. How are you doing? Successful trillionaire, I would be happy to help you with that. Feel free to attach your question to a super chat. You can also donate a membership if you'd like, and I'll pull some cards for you. From all the vampires at the hospital. I hope they feel better soon. What else? The Tower in the reverse. The Hierophant in the reverse. And the Five of Cups in the reverse. This is saying do not fret, do not feel like you're missing out or get overly upset. This is an upgrade. This is something that is changing for your benefit, but it is an unconventional change. And in part, it's because you did something that was a little bit unexpected. So we've got the Devil, the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Page of Wands. Isn't that beautiful? I love the art on these cards. Let me get one more card. So we've got someone here who was maybe a little bit too obsessive with their planning. Yo, I can't really say anything because I'm a type of person where I find out I'm going to be moving to like a new apartment or something. I will obsess over how, like the specific measurements of every room. And I will use graph paper and I will draw my furniture and figure out exactly where everything is going to go. I was moving into a place in Minneapolis in Southside, and I had everything designed. I figured out exactly where I was putting everything. I knew where my office stuff was gonna go, blah, blah, blah. And I get to like moving day, we're putting my furniture into the bedroom, and there's like, I think it's called a mini split, one of those like air conditioner type things, positioned where I wanted to put my bed. So the headboard wouldn't fit there. And I had to redo the whole plan. This is that moment where like I had to like completely redecide or come up with a new plan in order to tell the people who could actually move the furniture where to put stuff. You're coming up with a plan that is last minute, or you're making a change to your plans where you thought you knew what you were doing, but it's okay. It doesn't mean that you have lost out on the good things in your life. It just means that those things have changed. Hello, Lee. Thank you. Of course I can. I have added that to the list for you. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that. It's just nice, you know, because then if you're moving it with intention and you know where things go, you don't have to be moving it 8 different times. You know what I mean? Yes. No freezer upstairs. No, that was actually a place with a loft and I couldn't get a couch or a bed to the second floor because it had a spiral staircase as well. So I just ended up getting And this is the apartment, by the way, where I started my channel. So the very first few videos, this is the apartment that I'm describing. Um, I loved that apartment. There was no way to get like the really heavy stuff up there unless you really wanted to be expensive and have like some sort of cantilever situation. So I got a giant like oversized bean bag, and that was like my furniture up there. Hello, Keeper. How are you doing? I think they're really important, Keeper, for people that are extremely gassy. I'm mature. But hey, you know, it's not a super appropriate question, so I'm going to give an inappropriate answer. The king of first legs needs to win. I do have to say, I love James and Dana for going back and forth with the I got the first like. You all make me smile when I see those things. Hello, Third Eye. How's it going? So this change that happens, it might make you feel like you are a failure. It might make you feel like you missed the bus or that ship has sailed. You don't get what you want. But this reading is saying, au contraire, mon frère, we've got some good things coming your way. You just don't see them yet. So do not assume that this is the end of your dreams or that you aren't getting what you want. You're getting something that you just didn't envision. It's still going to be a good fit for what you have to offer and what you want. It's just different from what you were planning on. So allow the disruption to take place. Be patient throughout the transformation. Put up with a little bit of a sense of, you know, I don't know what's going on, or even confusion, but things are going to make sense in the very near future. Why there was a change or why the change was necessary for your spiritual development. We have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands. So there's a temptation here to be defensive and try to take action to make changes impossible, right? No, I've made this plan and it's a good plan and I've been working on this plan for a decade and I don't want to do something different. I don't want you to make changes. This is just how it is, dang it. I wouldn't do that. If you are inflexible, you will not get as much abundance. You will not feel as fulfilled or feel like you know where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing. Be flexible. Be a yoga person. Be someone who can change, because this is how you are able to acquire what it is that you are meant to. We have the King of Swords in the reverse and the High Priestess. There is information that has not yet been revealed to you, or there are mysteries that are still yet to be revealed to you. The King of Swords is in the reverse because this is saying you don't understand what's right around the corner. You haven't figured it out yet, or you haven't been advised what's going on. So once you figure out the next chapter, you might feel a little bit differently. You might be a little bit more okay with the changes that have happened. Hello, Argun. How are you doing? That does happen, Rachel. I like that. Successful. Hello, Tito. That's a weird comment. Okay. First of all, I don't think anybody's gonna be like scratching and clawing and trying to do their biopic of my life. So we've got plugged, tuned in, internet, and connected. And twin flames, the one, mirrored soul, and pledged. Okay, well, this makes a ton of sense. This could very well be a twin flame reading where part of the reason your life is making such a significant shift or change in a different direction is because the person you always envisioned yourself being with, or the person that you had spent years trying to have a happy relationship with, that person could be vacating. That person could be failing to get through their spiritual awakening. That person could be choosing someone else, or you could be choosing yourself because they don't know how to show you respect. There is a major shift changing, timeline shift, or maybe even moving to a different city or state. And it could be as a result of or closely connected to what's going on in your love life. Do you feel like you are tied to or anchored in a particular place because of who you love, or do you feel a bit agnostic to it? Are you able to move freely about the cabin? And I think we have somebody who has realized that the closeness they felt or the deep soul tie they had with this twin flame is not sustainable, is not something that they can work out. And it's freeing even as it is disappointing. I made these plans, I envision this life for us, but if that's not going to happen, then hey, at least I can go move to the mountains, at least I can go move to the beach, at least I can, you know, have a dog instead of a cat. There's this like negotiation that's happening right now. That maybe isn't going to be how my life goes, even though that's how I envisioned it. But it's okay because there's other things that could potentially happen that I'm all right with, you know? Why are we talking about waffles? You just trying to make me hungry again? Did I say hello to Ethan? Hello, Ethan. That's funny. I heard or read waffles at the start of someone's comment. Where did I see that? I don't know. It's a while back there. But I'll use just about any reason to go get me some waffles. So look, there's someone who did not do what they needed to do. There's someone who did not grow up. There's someone here who does not know how to commit. So why would you put your life on pause for someone who doesn't know how to do right by you, or someone who doesn't see the importance of doing right by you? Why do I feel like there's never enough candles? You guys, it's not fair. I just want it to be light and bright, but it is not light or bright. All right, let's see. I just had another super chat. Let me write that down. Thank you, Successful. I appreciate you. Why was my important mail kept getting sent back to the center? Why was important mail sent back to sender? I've added that for you. Thank you, Successful Trillionaire. Hello, Carla. How are you? Hello, Amber. I had a waffle iron, but I think I donated it. All right. What else do we have? So you're about to get more information regarding the future opportunities or the available paths to you. And this is going to make it that much more understandable why the other plan had to be like deactivated, why it had to be rejected. Right now you're like, that's what I wanted, that's what I thought was gonna happen. But just wait, you got some good things happening, and I think you will appreciate how things got changed for you. Yeah, you know what, Tite? I just feel like you kind of are obsessed with something that's pretty lame. I'm gonna put you on a 5-minute baby timeout. And I encourage you to come back around. Genuinely, I encourage you to come back around to the live chat and talk about anything that is not about race. That would be really nice. Okay? No race related stuff. Otherwise, we just gonna block you, okay? We've got you are good, but people misunderstand you. Success in your undertakings this year. Your advice is appreciated. And you will be successful. Carry through with your ideas. Things are changing. I feel like you have improvement in your career, and I feel like you also are going to meet someone really incredible for your romantic enjoyment. So stay positive. All right, we're going to see what we've got for Adnan, and then we've got Lee, and then successful trillionaire after that. For Adnan, we've got what's the future career looking like for Adnan, please? What does the future career look like for Adnan? Hello, Bearcat. How are you doing? Drew, no spoilers. That makes me mad. But hello, Drew. Welcome. Would you like to join the live chat without spoiling any movie? What is the future career for Adnan, please? We have the Star, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles, the High Priest, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. This is interesting, but I feel like you have the ability to mediate or assist people through difficult conversations. You provide grounding or stability. You help people to make discoveries or kind of go through like a reality check. So with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, I feel like you're able to help people who may have struggled understanding their emotions or struggled in terms of romance because they don't understand. So this could be like a therapy thing. This could be maybe you write some self-help books. It could even be that you write music and that music helps inspire people to be a little bit more aware of who they are and what they should be doing, right? But I see there being a little bit of a possibility for name recognition or having some, like being seen as an expert, but you help people level up in regards to emotional processing or understanding how to be happy long term. Two of Pentacles and the Hermit. Yeah, you're a guide. You help people find stability. That could be individual stability with regards to finances, but it could also be helping people understand who they are, what makes them tick, so that they approach life the right way. You're very, I mean, we could say inspirational, but you are a guide. You help people make the choices that they need to make in order to get where they need to be. So Six of Swords, I see you being able to help people improve upon their life and make things easier and wrap up difficult chapters in their life. As far as your situation, I do feel like there is something that makes you frustrated about your career. Maybe you feel like you have to simplify things, or maybe you feel like you can't tell people what you really do. There's a little bit of frustration over your career and how people view it or the assumptions that they make when they talk to you about it. That seems to be a source of frustration, and the advice is don't give more information out than you feel like you need to. You can kind of like keep it short and to the point if you'd like. This is the Soul Cat Tarot. Good luck to you, Adnan. And we are going to move on to Lee. Hello, Danelle. What's going on? I really don't. It's like you just choose random words and then throw them in a live chat. I really don't understand. Oh, Lord. It's not just you, Ethan. It totally is lots of good energy. All right. What do we have for Lee? Six of Wands. I like that. That's victory energy. Judgment, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. There's a couple of weeks starting here that it seems like things are moving a bit smoother than they had in the past, that you don't have as much anxiety or stress. But then there's an ending that happens in your life or someone else's, and this could be a medical situation, but this changes the pace. So this is basically saying, Lee, take advantage of a little bit of downtime or a slower pace right now, because things are going to change, or there's going to be a sense of urgency, or like, I need to do something really quick coming up over the next like week or 8 days. So put your feet up, watch some movies, relax, and anticipate that there's going to be something that could be a little bit chaotic or a little bit, you know, like there's a little bit of drama here. But you have the ability to take advantage of a little bit of a slower pace right now, or be a little bit more relaxed right now. And part of what could be changing for you in the future is having more responsibility regarding your career or your profession. It might not necessarily be what you want. You might not really want to take on more responsibility, but I do feel like it also helps you with regards to your finances. But you might look back on this time and be like, I wish that I had just been like a little bit more indulgent on that free time, or, you know, relaxing before things got kind of crazy or hectic. Hello, Pharaoh. How are you doing? And let's see what we've got for successful trillionaire. Why was the important mail sent back to sender multiple times? Chariot. Chariot talks about the car, right? Or the travel. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Is this saying there was a change of address? So we could be dealing with a change of address or mail forwarding. Some sort of request that was put into the post office. So the post office felt like that was what had to happen. I don't feel like you can get a different result. If you did the same thing right now, you would get the same result. So there's either mail forwarding or like a stop, like nothing can be delivered here. King of Cups in the reverse, Five of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Swords. This could be a mistake that gets corrected soon, because I feel like with the Six of Swords, it's like the door's opening back up. someone's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that key does open that door. That helps. So I see there being some good news here in the future. Being able to work it out or make a change, make an exception. But yeah, I hope that helps. I don't know, man. I've had some issues with that myself, but I hope you find it easier going forward. I hope you all are able to get some waffles, bacon cheeseburgers, or meatballs, whatever it is that you are currently craving. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping the video if you were able to. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.